We guilted this guy into bringing another store pick out.
Hey, I said I got him to do one already.
It's Cameron's fault.
You know?
Well, Jose's never had it.
I have never had it.
And this is my
This is for scientific
favorite.
purpose. This is for
Yes.
science.
It's for the cause.
It's for the cause. This is my favorite.
It's water. Oh. We didn't do any cork pop with the other one. He just opened it and said,
Oh, I
"Here you go."
know. We didn't do any pop checks.
Okay.
Dude, this is like just off the smell. I know you guys have been mentioning caramel about 100 times, but
Yeah.
it's caramel.
Oh, dude, it's like crazy caramel.
What was it?
Oh my god, it smells like one
Okay,
of
so
those like
I haven't
Tommies.
even put my nose up to it. I smell over there, and it's caramel.
Oh, dude, it's so much caramel.
And so, like, Bird's Eye Bourbon, Mike from Bird's Eye Bourbon, shout out to Mike. He always goes, Eagle Rare is either a cherry bomb or it's like a caramel bomb. And I don't know about that type of stuff, but now lately it's been like, oh shit, this guy's right. He knows what the hell he's talking about. We're just fucking,
We're winging it.
yeah, we're just here.
And like when they sent us these, remember when we were trying it as a family? Cheers. There was one that was unanimously horrible. Remember that? We were like, dude, this one is out. All the family were like, dude, this is gross, nail polishy, very ethanol-y, just horrible.
So a quick question about that. So because I helped Jazz at Save on Liquor do so he's got a Weller Foolproof coming out. So the same thing. It was 3 samples, and one of them was just like, what the hell is this? And it's like 2 of them were good. So I was talking to a couple other buddies that I talked to on a regular basis, and so because Bourbon, Joseph Pitmaster, and Micah Birdseye Bourbon, we always talk all the time, and they were saying that every time they do a pick when they go places, it's always like that. They give you 2 good ones and then a shitty one.
It's gotta be.
And but you guys do a lot of picks, so do you guys normally get something like that?
Yeah,
or?
yeah. Sometimes we'll either send us 3 or 4, and one of them's always like really bad. Like, why are you even offering this as a
Well, because
as a
it's
pick?
basically I guess with the picks, it's because it's off profile from the norm, basically, right? And yeah, I didn't get a chance to check.
Someone out there is ending up with that pick because they'll take ours and then they'll go to the next liquor store or restaurant and be like, hey, we have 3 now.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we have 2 now. Hey, we have this one. Take it or leave it.
Yeah.
And most of them will take it, and it's a
Yeah, because they
pick,
want
you know?
to pick. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, like with part of the Central Cali Bourbon deal, shout out to those guys. They do picks for stores, and they've told us like, hey, we've done some picks in stores, and it's just like we wouldn't pick this, but the stores want to pick. So I mean, that's probably what it is. It's like, well, out of the 3 that we got, because maybe everybody else already, everybody already chose the top 3, and then these are the last ones left. And it's like, okay, pick your best one. And it's like he's like, we've got someone just like, yeah, they're not good. But
Right.
when the store owner wants one, it's like, okay, out of all of them, here you go. Here's the best one.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's probably why some store picks are still left in some stores.
Forgot how good this one is.
This one is freaking good.
Oh,
I think this is better than the 3 lineup that we had because it's like super smooth. I mean,
oh, it's so smooth.
Oh, what did we do? We did the 2, which was who? It was Jazz's Save on Liquor. It was 89 Liquor, and then a regular.
The regular, yeah.
The 2 ones that we've ever done that people ask for more is this one and the I just seen you guys' episode with our new riff.
Oh, I fucking love that
And
shit.
Yeah,
There's like
dude,
6
that was
months left.
Yeah,
Oh my
I think
God.
it was the Trevor
They
stick
kept
that you
coming
got
back.
me and theirs. Those, dude, the new riff one. I think I have like this much
Oh
left.
my
I've been
God.
hanging on by a thread, not wanting to
might have
freaking
a
touch
few
it.
bottles.
Oh,
shit.
Shout out new riff.
Oh, we got 2 guys that might want it. We
Yeah.
got 2 extras, but yeah, we did. That was
The problem
so
is my
good.
wife. You guys know my wife. She's like, oh, that's mine. It's like, that's not yours. But dude, it's
That's probably gonna get edited out.
And no, it's not. I'm gonna put it in there. I got yelled at from the last episode last time of things I shouldn't be saying, and I'm still gonna say it.
We have a new riff
Coming
rye
up. Yeah.
coming.
So
I'm hoping it's just as good as the bourbon.
real quick question for you guys is, how do you guys do your picks? I know it's a family thing, right? You guys, I've seen it because I think when the last pick you guys did, you gave me a little pour of the one you guys chose. But you guys have like a family night, right? And you all pick it. How does that work for you guys?
So at the end of the night, if it's a slow night, we're like, you know what, let's do our barrel pick. So mom, dad, my sister Annalie, Omar, Diego, and myself, or sometimes there's a customer that's really into bourbon. We're like, hey, baby, you want to join us?
Hasn't been me, okay?
You gotta be there late night. And, we do 3-4 samples of everything, and we have little notes, and we just keep going back. What do you think? And then he's like, oh, I like this one. Then we go back, and oh no, I like this one better. And then we take one out that no one really liked, and then we keep going back and forth until one stands out. We're like, it has to be this. And we do that with cocktails too. Like when we're doing cocktails at the restaurant.
Because you guys change your menu a lot. Not a lot, but in the short amount of time I've been going, which I do like, is you guys change the menu up or different drinks.
So none of us drink cocktails. Okay. It's funny because me and my brother are like beer and a shot. Like we do all the
Jameson and let's go.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. We
Absolutely.
Okay.
Jameson,
crazy, huh? Because the guys that are making badass old fashions and have all this, they go home and take a freaking.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a little JMO. That's what got me in the whiskey game.
I love JMO. JMO's always at my house for shots, no matter what.
Modelo and
so good.
Jameson. You know, that's what we do. But when we do a cocktail menu, we'll do it. Diego tries it. Omar tries it. I try it. You know, whatever. Nah, it needs this. Cool. Go back to the board. Try it now. All right, that one's good. Omar, nah, it needs this. And we won't put a cocktail on our menu until all 3 brothers give it the seal of approval.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Rosales.
That's 3 different
Standards.
palates.
Yeah.
3 different palates that none of us drink cocktails.
So I'm gonna throw you guys against each other, right? Who has the best palate of all 3 of you?
With what though?
I don't know. Who's with bourbon? Let's say, because that's what we're.
I will say this. He's not here to defend himself, but to Omar, he says everything's fire. Fire. Oh, it's fire. Oh, it's fire. Oh, it's
You
fire.
bring me and Sam was like, try that. He sits there, he's to that eye, and starts saying it. He's like, what is it? I'm like,
Yeah.
that's good. Fire, huh? Yeah.
Right. He has a good palate though. He does have a good palate. We're all pretty different, but we can disagree a lot of times for sure.
Yeah.
Things. There's some certain things that he likes that I don't, or I like that he don't, vice versa with this guy. But
I bet it gets interesting.
I think we'll plead a fifth on who has the best.
Yeah, that's the thing. I bet it gets a little bit more difficult because there's 3 of you guys trying to pick something. It's like if all of you guys disagree, I mean, then it's like, okay, now let's refine it because you're talking about, testing it with the cocktails and stuff like that.
So I obviously talking to people doing this, and now like we'll bring that type of stuff up, and they say, hey, when I do a pick, which is different. It's like, hey, what's for our image of our restaurant?
What's our brand?
Yeah, what's our
absolutely.
We want it to look good for us. And then there's certain people that go, it's not what I like. They go, I want to make sure that it's like because I'm a high proof kind of guy, and to me this is good, but I need to sell this. So sometimes I'll go with that one I could sell better, right? And there is situations where that does happen, but then also I think that's why those store picks are still sitting there at some places.
Yeah. So to go back to that, our whistle pick, we told each other we're not going to pick the highest proof, and they didn't tell us what it was. In our eyes or in our taste buds, we were like, this barrel's like gasoline. That's probably like 130, whatever. We're gonna pick this so it's most balanced. We like it, and it actually ended up being the highest proof. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
my mom loves high proof.
Really?
It's crazy. I'm Mom,
and she don't drink. She don't drink.
But she'll do the tastings together.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Shout out to your mom.
Mom's
always in the back in the kitchen.
Cheers.
The backbone, Rita.
Shout out to Rita because she's always in the back cooking up some good stuff.
Absolutely.
It's the backbone right there.
Oh yeah.
Only 5 foot.
Yeah.
One woman on
little
the
lady right there. And your dad's always out there too.
Chopping it up.
Storytelling like my dad is. I mean, I've learned a lot about him and the boys too, just with stories. So I have a coworker of mine that said, I remember all these guys. So he says, remembers your dad from me and Ed's. So
Absolutely.
Your dad was at me and Ed's before all this?
Mm-hmm.
And
He's there 27 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he was the guy they used to call the dough man. So he at one point Me and Ed's recipe was my dad's recipe. That was created by him, and that was him. That was
so that's what it happened.
Ed, that was him.
That's what me and Ed's went down, and I'll say it because I don't care about me and Ed's. And once
Shots fired.
1999.
Yeah,
Once
that's
1999.
it was downhill from there. Hasn't been the same since.
Yeah,
There was a
and I said it, okay?
there was a Meaneds on Princeton and Blackstone. Shut down. That was my dad's laboratory.
Oh, really?
It was a full-on Meaneds, everything functional Meaneds, but it was my dad's lab. Here, go in there, do your thing.
Yeah.
Calzones. That's when they started implementing calzones and sandwiches and stuff like that. That was my dad.
So your pops is who
That's me.
a lot of the me and Ed's in town, right?
My dad opened a lot of them. Dude.
When he left and he opened Michelangelo's, they made him sign
NDA.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Which is crazy to hear the backstory of like how you said you guys started it and then it was like the beer. Because if you go to a Michelangelo's, I'm not Michelangelo's, to a me and Ed's nowadays, they're trying to sell micro beer, they're trying to do all that type of stuff, which is stuff that you guys did. So they're probably going, hey, what's the old man doing over there?
Right, absolutely.
Right.
He's doing something right.
So apparently they had a rule: if you make it all the way up the ladder in Meaneds and you leave, you're not allowed. They won't hire you back.
Okay.
They told my dad, they're like, you're the only one that we will ever take back if you would like to come back.
So that says something.
And my dad was like, nope, I'm out.
But they also told Dad, you're not going to make it in 3 months, and you're probably going to crawl back begging for a job.
Look at you guys now.
So my dad...
There's the fire right there. If anything's going to get you more motivated, that's the speech.
Well, my dad was like, I don't need you guys' recipe.
Yeah.
I can just make well. So me and Ed's like, they roll out their rounds. It's a 3-day process for their dough. My dad implemented a dough at Michelangelo's that could be done in like 30 minutes. So he could make it, and in 30 minutes, it'd be ready.
Is that the same dough that you guys make your quesadilla?
Calzones, pasta bread.
It's like a...
Which is, we call it like a...
It's a miracle dough.
Yeah, like a pita quesadilla. Everybody I tell is like, you gotta go to Michelangelo's, you gotta get this. I had Dan Streeter the other day, went and met these guys after the Ag Show and stopped by and he texted me and Mike Lewis and he said, I'm at Jose's spot. This shit is amazing. And
I remember those guys. Those guys are awesome.
Jose, you or Jose, my dad?
Okay, I just want to make sure. I said, whatever. These guys always give me shit too. We don't got enough time to talk about the story from the other day, but we might get into it. But so he went in there and he's just like badass. Like he's like, now every time I come to press, because they used to go to like Colton's. So he's like, I always go to Colton's because they liked it. They had old fashioned, they had all this stuff. Now he's like, fuck, I'll never leave. And every time I have somebody from out of town that comes with me, I'm like, if you want to meet me for dinner, we're going to Michelangelo's. Like the guy from Florida, I took Chris.
Thank you so much for that.
He goes over there and he's just like, you guys need to come to Florida because we don't have nothing like this. And you would think there's some good stuff. He goes, dude, I tried shit. And it's like, it's just crazy coming down back to Fresno and you guys having it. And he said he was the best old fashions he's had, and from all the way from Florida. So it's just when you guys are doing it right, it's just shout out to you guys, man. So,
yeah, appreciate it.
Cheers.
I mean, you got into this. I took one sip, but hold on.
I think I'm 3 or 4 sips in right now.
It's just like candy.
It's too smooth.
This is
This
so
is damn good. I could just drink that whole freaking
so good.
And that's the old school juice too. I mean, not if you get a Eagle Rare, it's not going to be the same nowadays. And I'll say that because like I've had some where I have some from when I first started, and then I'm like, oh, I ran out of this, and I buy it again. It's like it doesn't taste the same. I mean, they're making so much juice too. All these distilleries. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it because that way
keep up.
They can't keep up because all the people like us, freaking like us. I don't know about these guys. These guys have a better connection than we do, but it's like we want this. So we and Cameron go through this. Like something comes up and we get tagged, and we have a couple liquor store owners we talk to, and they're like, "Hey, you guys want this?" And it's like, "Oh shit, do I really want that?" So the way I am is I get into one brand, and I'm just kind of like, "Fucking, I want the full lineup."
Yeah.
Which it's funny that last bottle there, that's there. We had it for my birthday. The night we decided we were going to start this, we had
that Balmoral.
Yep.
This is one of my favorite from that brand.
Yeah, Omar said here.
Both of those.
Yeah.
Both of those bottles.
Good.
Yeah.
Omar said, here's your birthday drink I got you. I'm like, all right, cool. And so me and him were, because at that point, I think I was like 10 old fashions in. I had family coming in and friends at that day, and it was like they just kept coming. And so when he showed up, I was like, all right. So when the pours started coming out, and Vic from Tarpey showed up too, got his old bits. Yep. And I ended up with that bottle at home too, so we got to figure out where we're going to put that one.
We had the old bits, we had some Happy.
You ended up with a Hanley.
Yeah. Anything
happened at Michelangelo.
So but we had that, and I was like, oh shit, that's so good, but it's expensive. It's
pricey.
But look at the color between the juices.
No, I know, and it's good juice because I've had some stuff where like I still remember that, and we talk about it all the time, and we walk by Total Wine, and we're like, there it is still. But we can get like 7 or 8 bottles
behind the glass case, you know, all perched up on there with the little placard and all that stuff.
He's got the placard too. So
Does got the placard.
Yeah. So we had that one, and it's just it's good stuff. So now I'm like, as much as Penelope now, we have so many Penelopes, and we say, so one thing we always talk about, and we say it all the time, and we never live by our rules, is hey, don't buy the same shit I'm buying. Yeah. Because we want to be able to talk about different things.
But it's good. I mean, I think our last visit to Total One, we kind of branched off a little bit. I think I got Fearless, and I don't remember what you picked up, but the Fearless was delicious.
And then now what?
It's great.
He's like, I want the toasted. I want this. So.
Well, that's the thing. It's like we're kind of the same thing. It's like we want to get that full lineup so we can do these types of comparisons. Because I mean, that one. So what was it? 2 weeks ago we did all of the Cooper series. We did the Select. We did that toasted.
We did the 9 and the 10 year.
Yeah, and
which I'm not happy about. I own the 9 year.
A little foreshadowing.
Yeah. Well, it's okay because by now this episode we already talked about that. Fuck, the 9 sucked. Oh my god, the 10.
You can't say that. It was okay.
No, I had a good day by itself. It still was not good. Nope. That's the one we were talking about.
I'm so happy I got the 10 year. It was fucking amazing.
Yeah, whatever. So we talked about that earlier. It's like I don't want to spend the money, or I think you guys were talking about you don't spend the money for something expensive, then take it home. It's like, this is so good.
Damn it.
Because then you'll be like, hey, oh, you want? No, here you go. Take it.
That's the one benefit we have. We get to try a lot of stuff.
The perks of the job, man.
Yeah. We don't get we won't have a Pappy's or stuff, but if we get a case of stuff, we gotta get it.
Yeah.
But we also get to try whatever we have at our back bar, and so when there's some that we really like, I will probably go buy it.
So, what is? And I know we had a schedule, but now once the juice starts flowing, it's like, all right, we're just gonna talk about it. So, what's your like? I want that bottle. What the hell did I call it on there? What's your unicorn bottle?
Yeah.
What's your unicorn bottle that either you have now or you're like, I
your
want
YOLO
that
bottle?
Yeah, I have mine already.
Okay, you have yours.
So, Michter's 25. Still to this day, Michter's 20 is the best bourbon I've ever had, period, in my life. We have it at Michelangelo's. It is pricey. It's $200 a pour. But it's amazing.
Go have it. You can
have it there. We have it on our shelf. It is amazing. I first had it in probably like 2017-ish, and it was amazing. So we have it now. We have last year's. I've had it. It's just as amazing. My unicorn is Michter's 25, and hopefully we will get it this year. So Michter's 25.
Adam, make it happen, Adam.
Yeah, show up with the white gloves, because I was there. I was there when it happened.
You were.
He showed up with the white gloves, the suit, and everything. It's like.
So apparently Michter's 25 comes out every 2 to 3 years.
But you're saying that's your bottle, not the restaurant. You want that for yourself.
I want that for myself. Well, I want to at least try it, so I know
Maybe
I won't get it.
We'll have to do another episode. We might pressure.
Just sprinkle some.
We'll put it in a little spritz bottle, and we'll just kind of essence of 25.
Essence of 25.
Yeah, right. I've been wanting to try that for years and years, and it's going to be crazy priced. I mean, if we get it at the restaurant, Honestly, it'll probably be about $500 a pour.
That's some crazy
it's
stuff,
crazy, but
also it's like, so I guess for me, I understand. I don't know if people understand that it is like, okay, you're gonna pay for $100, right? But if you like it, then it's like, okay, I liked it. I better start saving all my pennies and try to find one because. But like getting one of those bottles is not easy.
It's not easy
for you guys.
But it's priced.
And
it's priced true to bottle. So the thing that Michter's does is like we price it as they give it to us. So it's like it's not like not hating on Pappy's or anything like that. But Pappy's is $180 bottle for the 23-year, and we have to sell it for over $100 a pour. But Michter's is priced true to bottle, I guess. So it's like our cost on the 25 will probably be about $3,500.
Yeah, which is fucking crazy.
It's
so
insane.
If you got $3,500, go buy the or find not even go buy the bottle.
You can
even find it.
Right.
So that's what I learned when I was that day when you guys got the last one, which was 20, right?
Right.
Yeah. So when you guys got the 20, I was there, and Vic got it that day too, and there was a fucking buyer ready to go that day as soon as it arrived. So it's crazy to hear those dollar amounts because we're not ballers. This way we're the four boys with a POOR. It's just crazy to hear those dollar amounts, and I'm like, oh, shit. And for me, I mean, and we buy a lot of stuff. We buy a lot of stuff from Vic, but it's just crazy to go. Man, I'm a freaking peon. Like I'm buying the freaking $80, $30 bottle. I'll buy a bunch of those.
But we're not doing that either. We're just in the position
to hear somebody go, hey, I'm gonna show up that day and buy a $3,500 bottle.
Absolutely.
And that was your guys' cost. And imagine what. Because you have to make money. You have to make some money as a business owner. And that's what some people get pissed off on the internet. It's like, oh, those guys are so expensive. There is some stores, and me and Cam have talked about it. There's some stores, it's just crazy secondary, and they're never going to sell it. It's a freaking museum. But then there's people like Vic and Jazz that Save On that, like, they'll hook people up.
Absolutely.
And I mean, there's other liquor stores, too. We don't have a relationship with them. We're talking about our people that we deal with here in Fresno. It's like, they have the stuff and they hook people up, and then like you said, and you keep coming back. You keep coming back to those guys because they hook you. I hear of Clovis MGM, Peacock Market. So we don't know those guys, but other people do, and they talk about, oh, I go there because of this. It's like, okay, cool, but that's what gets those people going back to keep buying those bottles. But like said, to buy a $3,000 bottle, I don't know if I'll ever be there.
My unicorn is not that crazy. It's just Eagle 17. You know?
Okay. Well,
hold on. Well, unicorn is something that you wanted to have, but you haven't had.
Yeah.
You've had Eagle Raider 17.
That's why I want it.
So you're talking about you want it for yourself in your collection.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I was talking about, I just want to taste it.
Oh, okay.
That's my unicorn bottle that I want to taste. I mean, I'm never gonna own Michter's 25. I'm just not.
Yeah.
I'm not a baller. I'm a poor boy as well. I just want to taste it, you know.
And that's how I am too with a lot of stuff. And so I'm blessed that I have friends that like, hey, like we talked about this earlier when you cracked over and opened the Weller Foolproof. It's like, hey, this is meant to share. I have a friend Mike Lewis. Shout out to him. Every time I go to his house, it's like there's these guys. Boxes. He's got boxes and just stuff, and he's like, "What are we having today?" And you know, and for me, it's like, shit, I know about that bottle. I don't know. OFC, he freaking got it at a raffle. He paid MSRP.
Wow.
And that first night, he's like, he went. Well, I had to drive home, but he's like, next time you're in town, we're having it. I pulled up, and he's like, here you go. We had it. It's just like, when do you get situations like that where you're just gonna be able to have it? So, I mean, So that's you want to have it.
That's one of, I love that juice, man. To me, 17-year.
What would you say is your unicorn something that you haven't had?
And you want to try it?
Yeah.
Because you guys have tried a bunch of stuff. I'm going to say.
We're blessed.
I haven't had the Weller Millennium. I would want to try the Weller Millennium. Dude.
Yeah.
Their whole Weller lineup is just solid.
Everything.
Like,
Weller's amazing.
Yeah.
Really
even
the
green label. I mean,
the green label, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like green label all the way up to all of them.
Just don't pay $70 or $80. It's $35, okay, or maybe $40. But still, I see it some place where I go like $100.
I seen it at a liquor store for $2.99, and I was like,
they're gonna keep that one.
Yeah, it's gonna be on the shelf for.
Yeah, I was at a liquor store a couple weeks ago, and even the Weller 12. I mean, we were lucky in California. We had a huge for the Weller 12. It was like
$39,
$40, yeah,
place?
40, $50 maybe. I think I passed by one place that was getting gas. I was like, oh, check it out because I know they had liquor back there, and it was like he was asking like $249 for a Weller 12, and I was like.
But it's
That's
like,
gonna sit
but
there.
the crazy part is some people get into this, right? Like, ooh, I want to do it. These guys talked about it.
Well, and that's the thing, and they don't know, and they just see the price, and they're just like, oh yeah, because it's expensive, it has to be good. I have to have that one.
No,
Like,
not only that, they just can't find it, so
No.
they get desperate
Yep.
to where like, dude, I've been wanting to get it. I can't find it cheaper. I'm gonna pull the trigger.
Yeah.
And they do it, you know.
Yeah. So for me, like, that's your episode, but like for me, birthday batch. That's the one I had it's crazy as I had a sample of that
birthday
one.
bourbon.
Yeah, the Old Forester.
Yeah,
I had a
absolutely.
small sample of it. Never thought I would, right? So I was at your brother's cigar lounge, Cigar Mosfino in Fresno. We'll talk about that on an episode since he couldn't come today. But it was somebody's birthday, and he showed up, pulled on a table. Me and my brother sitting. My brother's like, so my brother knows bourbon, but he's just like, is that the bottle you want? And we're looking. I'm like, oh, that's fucking crazy. It's like right here, you know. And the dude starts pulling little cups out. He's like, hey, it's my birthday, guys. And like, and everybody's cool there. Just like, hey, anybody want a drink? Yeah. So you guys weren't there that day.
No.
I remember you guys weren't there. And yeah, the guy starts bringing it out, and he's like, hey, my birthday. You guys want to have? Yes. You know, we're sitting there having coffee and cigars. But I was like, yeah. So I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, I've never had it, but I've heard good things. And just having that little, I mean, he had a little plastic just I was like,
So I popped that one open at Eureka Burger.
and I've heard
I seen it and I was like, fuck, they have it. How much? $30.
crazy.
But I'll take it double.
And when was this though?
6 months ago.
Really?
Like 6 months ago. And that's just gone. I went back and it was gone.
That's
But I cracked it open. So
Yeah. So that's for me. That's I've always wanted that one, and I've always wanted to have George C. Stagg. Just I've had it, and it's good.
Oh wow,
It's
this guy's just going.
all right. So we talked about my unicorn and what I want. Cam, what about you?
So my unicorn, I mean, I'm still pretty new to the bourbon game, but I would say probably the Eagle Rare, the very rare 17 or something like that.
The double
There's two.
eagle.
The
There's
double
the
eagle,
double
yeah.
eagle?
Yeah, I think that would probably be because I haven't tried it. That's one. I mean, every Eagle Rare that I've tried has been phenomenal.
So if you need some glass shower doors, hit this guy up. Need some.
Hey, we can figure out some kind of trade. You know, I'm down if you're down. So let's do it. Yeah, no, I think so. I think that, or I mean, even that Millennial. I love Weller too. So a good toss up, I guess.
Well, we have the Eagle Rare right now for $600 an ounce.
And those people that
You
have
guys
bought a
want
few,
it? Absolutely.
we want to try it.
It's halfway gone, so people are buying it. It's up to you. I mean, is it worth it to you? Or,
I'm hearing a trade at the end of the table, so maybe we'll figure
Hey,
something out.
maybe. I know how his work is done.
Yeah.
He did one of my shower doors.
Yeah.
It came out okay.
Yeah, right. All right.
So while we were away for our lunch break, would you pour us up here?
So I poured Hancock Reserve.
So what's Hancock Reserve to you?
To me, that's my daily, really good Buffalo Trace product. It's what is it? 88.9. So it's
Right
not
under
super.
Yeah. So this is like a daily sipper type
Daily
daily. It's just not hot.
When I have it.
Yeah.
Another one that's pretty hard to
Good too. So like the Buffalo Trace kind of has the same kind of deal, yeah, profile.
get. Goes between that one and Rockville Farm for me. Those are the two that I want to pour.
Yeah.
Those are the two that I go
Which
for.
they've got hookups, okay? Because we don't got Rock Hill Farms just chilling.
Just sitting there.
Well, they are, but
Not
Shout
yet.
out
Not
to
yet.
Todd DeYoung. That
That
man
dude.
is the guy.
Yeah.
Todd DeYoung, he's amazing. He's awesome. He always gifts us bottles, and the guy has everything.
because this is what it's about. It's like sharing all this stuff. I mean, we brought a couple things to share. Who knows? Maybe they might not be on here because I don't know. But we'll see. But I'm interested in this one right here. So,
You know
we
what?
still have some stuff in here, but
I'm
what's this
actually
one to you?
interested. That's
Fishnets came out.
Yeah.
probably like
Me.
one of my favorite ryes of last year. Like, I mean, every year it comes out, it's amazing. Curious to see what he thinks about it because he doesn't like rye. I think it drinks more like a bourbon. I mean, it does have that little spice to it, but it is amazing. It is the mouthfeel on that. It's so smooth. I can't wait to get into it after this.
Drink up, motherfucker.
Oh, show. Pinkies up.
Shee.
Oh, that's good.
I was hoping you would point to that bottle there.
It's smooth, and I do see this at certain places, but like what I said earlier, it's like I wouldn't go, hey, I want to get that one. But after tasting it, damn it, I have to fucking add this one to the lineup. That's pretty good. That's good.
It's next seminar.
Come on, don't be afraid. Oh,
There's more food if you want some too. So.
yeah. Need some water to add to that.
I know, I'm out of water.
I brought Topo Chicos too, Rihanna.
Oh, yeah. Topo Chico. Didn't you pop checks or anything?
I know. It's okay. It's all right.
So it's your bottle.
It's your bottle here.
All right.
So this one is the
Michter's 10-year rye.
10-year rye.
Bourbon is amazing as well, but I'm more of a rye guy.
He says it. Okay, he's a rye guy. Okay, not like this guy.
I'm a rye guy.
Maybe I'm getting there. I'm slowly graduating.
I think we were both bourbon guys, and then they just got too sweet, and so now the rye is.
Yeah, I enjoy rye. I enjoy rye, and then bourbon too. I don't think I have one more on that. It all depends on the brand too. There's some ryes and some.
Well, that's the thing. It's like I keep saying I'm not a rye guy, but I've had some ryes that it's just too much. It's too like the grassy, like just.
I don't want to hide that from you guys.
I don't know. Just had a not great mouthfeel, and it's just
This is how I explain rye versus bourbon at my bar.
Okay, so
so bourbon is high corn, less rye. It still has rye in it, but it's high corn, right? And rye is high rye, less corn. Think of it as cornbread. So cornbread, when you eat it, is sweeter. Cornbread is sweeter. It's corn.
Yeah.
Rye bread, when you have like a rye bread, a sandwich of rye bread, it's more pungent, sharp, spicy. So that's how I explain it. Like that's pretty much the big difference on bourbon versus rye. Now, most ryes have bourbon in it. Corn in it as well, and vice versa. But it's just a higher rye content than corn content. So if you want to label it as a rye, it has to be 51% rye or more.
Yeah.
And bourbon is 51% corn or more. So that's how I say it. But
so when I drink the rye, to me, it's sweeter.
Really? Interesting. Interesting.
Just to me,
and like I said, we've talked about earlier. You're not wrong.
It's always
if
like
you say sweeter, you're not wrong.
It's like
most people are.
To me, it's like for whatever reason, black licorice always stands out to me when I have certain ryes.
You're traumatized though.
Yeah.
You're traumatized.
I never was a black licorice fan. It was just for whatever reason that specific note always sticks out to me. And like I said, there was a few of them that had just that hay and grass, like just that
more earthy
tones. It didn't sit well with me. I didn't really care for it. But I've had, the Fitzgerald, I think it was a 10 that we had at your birthday.
At Michelangelo's?
Yeah, at Michelangelo's. And dude, that would be another one that's up there as far as unicorn. That would be
Old Fitz doesn't make anything bad.
Dude, it was amazing. I love it. And
they have an everyday Fitzgerald that they're coming out with. That's all. It's going to be like an 8-year Fitzgerald. It's a taller bottle too.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It was amazing. But that's the thing. It's I think it's just certain ones that just So I noticed there's an 8-year New Riff rye, which we didn't have the 8-year, but we did a New Year, New Riff, and out of all of them, it's I don't know, because I knew that it was a rye, I just was
because we didn't do that one blind, we were just opening up and talking about
and I just didn't care for it. It was just out of all of them, that specific profile or whatever, I just did not care for it.
Well,
all right,
let me know what you think of
But
this.
hey, I've been a fan of Michter's. All the stuff that I've had from Michter's is freaking amazing too. So
I smell butterscotch. I know we just talked about those people that are just smell this, I smell that.
But see, you got certain things. We're not going on here and going up. What's the one? What's the one?
Miss
Come on,
Jane.
Jane. Come on, Jane.
Getting some of them autumn notes, some sarsaparilla, some fruit beer, and a little bit of leather wallet.
Yeah. I could drink this.
Yeah.
If I had the money, I would drink this every day. But that one bottle has to last me a year until the next one comes out.
See, this is dynamite. It doesn't have the traumatic rye experience that I've been used to.
It's like lower. To me.
Smoother.
Yeah.
It's got more of like a complex like mouthfeel to it. It's good.
Yeah. It doesn't have a bite.
Does it right.
It doesn't have a bite.
No,
absolutely not.
Smooth. It's just smooth. And 10 year. It's just crazy for me when I go buy some bourbons. It's like, you know, Eagle Rare is supposed to be 10 year, right? And then you get somebody else's stuff too. It's like 10 year. You're like, well, what about the regular stuff? And it's 10 year. Tastes good too.
Yeah.
It's just, maybe 10 years is the sweet spot for some of the stuff.
I think 17. I don't like stuff.
But you know, well, you're different than us regular folks around here.
Like Heaven Hill, we have the 18, 17, 20, 19, I think. And 17 was the golden child for me. It was just
some 10 years are priced higher than most. Like you were saying, Eagle Rare priced pretty decent for a 10 year.
Yeah, but this one's not.
No,
10 year.
But to me,
$200.
It's worth it. I would say if you could find it under $200, then you're golden. There's Old Forester that came out with their 10 year. It was a 1924, I think they called it.
Oh yeah, yep.
I was definitely not worth it. I think it was $150, and I would rather drink Eagle Rare. You know, it's still good, but if you found it under 100, then it would be
it'd be worth it. Yeah,
good.
Solid. It's a solid drink. I mean, if you can get it. But good luck.
Like I said, don't pay over $200 for it. If you can get it under $200.
But then we say that, but then there's those people that's like, I want that bottle. I don't care what.
Especially after hearing our review on it.
Yeah, that's fucking delicious. So I see this here too. I know Juan. Shout out to Juan. He's outside.
Aztec Solar.
Yeah,
windows.
He does windows, Aztec Solar. We talked about it earlier. RVs. I mean, the guy does it all.
Yeah.
Freaking.
He's a huge Jack fan.
Yeah.
So he does his Jack.
And there were some questions that were sent that we talked about earlier, and why you're a Jack hater, but I think we're kind of all Jack haters in a way. But except for
I don't know. I think it's secretly. I think it's just number 7 that we hate because
all their special release stuff is really
their
good.
stuff is good.
I just like.
Well, that's the thing. It's like we did the.
What's the?
the rye.
The rye, and then we just had the penicillin cock.
Yeah, the cock penicillin. That one was pretty good too. It was funny getting that one. I was expecting it to be like the rye, which is a completely different bottle, but it was just the look of it and everything. It's so off profile versus.
We took it outside.
Number 7, yeah. It's just like takes you back.
Wait, somebody's drinking outside?
That's all we drink.
Come on, Juan. Jesus Christ.
Do better.
Yeah,
do better.
You can do better,
right?
Yeah. But so he also has the Coy Hill outside.
Yeah, he has
so those
different Coy Hills outside.
The guy knows his shit when it comes to Jack Daniels. I met him at Michelangelo's. My wife met him and his wife, and he's got a Jack collection. So maybe Juan, if you're good enough. I mean, if you're a good boy, not just kidding. But we'll have him on here because
Hey, maybe he can school us on some Jack.
Absolutely.
It could be
that's his drink.
It is
a whole Jack lineup. I mean, this is one of them.
He talked about this one. So did he bring this, or you guys had this?
He was gonna. He brought a bunch of Jack stuff,
but not this one.
I was gonna bring the Coy Hill. No, he brought that one too.
Okay, because he said he was waiting for this one.
Well, I'll put the Coy Hill. This one's harder to get. You can get it in the country.
Oh, this is the one you guys. So, what's the story behind this one?
So, I guess you can't get it anywhere in the country, only at ports or overseas. So, it's a single malt Jack Daniel product.
Yeah. So
he sounds so excited about that.
Next time you're on your cruise, take a little gander at what they've got because this might be one of them that you can get.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has all kinds of crazy stuff. He has sherry.
I've seen his stuff. He's got some good stuff in there. So maybe. Juan, we'll have you on here. He's outside in the backyard here. But
so before we get into that Jack, I kind of want to stick to this rye. This is one of my favorite.
We might not get into this. Okay?
Right.
I'm just say this because it's going to be a long episode.
Right.
I think
This is something I really want you guys to try.
I want to try it too because when you told me the notes and yesterday I was on somebody else's live and they were talking about that the guy had a small amount and he showed him. Dude, the freaking comments started going off.
Oh yeah.
I really want to try that. I like Woodford, so
Woodford released this one time only. It's the chocolate malted rye. I was able to snag a bottle when we got some in. And man, if I had to take a guess, it'd probably be like 6 years ago. And I still have that much left. I've been babying it. But I brought it here for these guys to try.
So that was another whiskey that Diego had unopened at his old house. And I made him crack it open.
So he beat you.
Well, I didn't like it at the time.
Okay.
I was like, this is nasty.
So have you had it lately?
I haven't, so I'm going to try it right now.
Okay, so he could be a hater today, but it's okay. I like like I said, the chocolate.
Hey, I might be a hater with you. We'll see.
So I like chocolate. I like the chocolate ones because we have the
New Riff
chocolate one.
Yeah.
I wish I could get some more of that.
So good.
I slept on it. We would say don't sleep on it, but I got one bottle.
I know. I was
And
disappointed.
he didn't get it that day because I sent him the pictures and he said no. And now he's kicking his ass. But I'm so excited about this one. So
we'll probably end this on
end it on that.
on this pour right
Ended
here.
on a high note. I mean, a high note.
Yeah, so I don't think this will be our last episode with these guys. I mean, I don't know. I had fun. You guys.
I would
You guys
definitely love to
think-
come back.
yeah.
I appreciate you guys even having us
Oh, yeah.
on here. We've noticed that the clout you guys are getting in the valley. Keep up the good work, and we're just happy to be on you guys' show.
So backstory, we came out with the Heaven Hill barrel. You know, we've been telling this customer to buy it for 4 or 5 weeks. They don't want to fuck nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Jose sits next to him. Oh, dude, you're that podcast guy, this and that. And he's like, yeah, I do some podcasts. Yeah, what do you think about this? Oh, man, it's good. Ends up buying it because of this guy. Not because of me and my brother.
And they go there all the time from what I had.
Because of Four Boys. So
We've been trying to sell the bottle for a long time, telling them it's really good, and all it took was
Fucking
one
influencers.
one
Okay?
influencer.
See?
that got
Cheers,
that.
Jose. We know what we're talking about.
Hey, shout out to those guys. Hey, thank you for purchasing.
Oh
Okay.
man, you can smell the chocolate notes already. It's weird when they say chocolate. There's not really actually chocolate in here. They just use darker malts, which makes it kind of taste like chocolate.
I don't know. It's just like chocomil. Okay.
Oh, it's good now.
So good.
Was
I like
it
Oh.
the Nesquik?
Nesquik. Yeah. This is.
Pancho Pantera.
Yeah. Oh shit! I haven't heard that. Dang.
Oh, man.
For all my Paisa folks out
Yeah,
there.
remember the SAP this right here?
I actually haven't had this in a couple of years myself, and it's
It's actually
tasting
really good.
amazing.
So
I like
good. It smells so good. I don't know if I want it.
That's a trip.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm a beer this.
That is way different.
It's like cocoa. It
Yeah.
tastes like cocoa.
It's good.
That is
I like
so
it.
good.
I like it now.
Good.
It's like a cocoa.
Then again, 6 years ago, my palate wasn't the palate I have now.
No, and so when we talked about this too, it's like when we have some of this stuff and we talk about it, it all depends on where you start. Because we've started at some and then we're like, oh, that's so good. Then we work backwards and it's like, oh, that last one sucked. Like we talked about that well at 107. But then we had the 107 by itself after the fact. And it's like, what were you doing?
Mhm.
So is it that the other one is way better? It's just the palate. It all depends. We've talked about this when we did the Jack Daniel's rye. It's like, it depends on if you ate before you showed up, you drank some water, some
Absolutely.
soda, and all that
Absolutely.
stuff. And that's why we don't eat before this episode. We just fucking come out here and just mess shit up.
Yep.
And that's what I was saying. Don't let us
You know what's crazy
influence
is I'm
you
talking.
on.
As I'm talking, it just tastes like chocolate.
So good.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's like that dark chocolate. Like
Yeah.
more of like that.
I mean, if you could
sharpness
ever
to it.
find this bottle, you just get it. Don't even
Don't
question
sleep on
it. Just get it. Chocolate malted rye. Came out one time from what
But it
I
actually says it on here.
chocolate malted rye.
Selected by Chris. No idea. Maria?
I had a couple.
Chris's pick.
What?
Chris's
Chris's pick.
pick.
Coming
Shout out to Chris.
through.
Chris's pick. Wherever Chris
Hey,
is.
definitely better than Jeff's pick.
Fucking Jeff's pick. Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah. Maybe we'll take some Jeff's pick to these guys.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
See what you think about the organic whatever it was.
Anyways, it's been fun, guys.
Yeah,
Thank
no.
you. They invited us to their home. I mean, there's so much stuff out here. I'm sure we can do an episode of all the shit that they have from
Well, now it's not a secret location. He just said it's his home.
Well, it's
and he opened up his
undisclosed, but
he opened up his secret stuff.
I'll tag his address, but I'm just kidding. No. But so we talked about it and with my wife. I'm like, hey, it would be cool to have it there. But then when they talked about it, it's like, so for us, it's the cool spot. For them, it's their everyday job. They're always there, and
they're like, how about we mix it up?
yeah. So we came to their house. Maybe next time it'll be at Diego's. I'm not just
throwing it out there.
Yeah. But no, thank you for having us over at your place and feeding us. I'm doing pretty good right now.
All the food was fire.
Thank you.
The chicken.
The chicken was
ribs.
Oh, the ribs are
good.
I had to roll out the red carpet for these guys. There's somebody out there.
Never disappoints for sure.
We just want to make sure we get in ahead of time when they become like
stars. So hey,
then we can say, okay, we were
they're
there.
our first special guest.
Yeah,
They are.
official.
Cheers.
Yes, absolutely. Appreciate it. With that said, check out Michelangelo's. We'll tag them on. I mean, I always tag them on my Instagram, but we'll tag them on the Poor Boys one. We'll put them on everywhere. Go check them out. If you're in Fresno, Clovis area, if you're stopping by for business, or let your friends know, because shit, I tell all my friends about it. I mean, this guy.
Absolutely. I'm a believer.
Yeah, we are. And plus, we're fucking influencers, okay?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
trying. Yeah,
we're doing a job.
Yeah, just listen to us.
Yeah.
Do what we say.
We know what the hell we're talking about.
Yeah.
But with that, we're the Poor Boys.
We're the Michelangelo Boys.
They are. Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
We are the Michelangelo
Two
Boys.
or three. 2 or 3.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
2 or 3.
Omar, we'll catch you on the next one. But with that, we're the Poor Boys.
Cheers, guys.
We out.
See ya.
That's fucking good.
That is
Dude, really?
delicious.
Good, right?
That's a trip.
That shit is fucking
Dude, so good.